I take these off because I look like a twat. Yeah, well done for everyone who voted. Thank you so much. The NTA, National TV Award at Wembley on Thursday. You've been voting for a month or so. To anyone around the world, that's like a British Emmy, I guess. It's all the best in TV. And all thanks to you that Afterlife won. What a lovely way to go out on a high. So yeah, I've got a cold, by the way. I mean, if there is still such a thing as a cold, and it's not some weird virus where someone somewhere tried to mix fucking chicken with bat. I think I got a cold. Right, lots of questions, too many, but let's get through this. How are you? Where are you watching from? Someone's saying it's cold. It is, yeah, it's getting colder, isn't it? It's autumn now, isn't it? I quite like that though. Hello from Cardiff. Right. Leslie, congratulations, Ricky. Afterlife shone through yet again, and well deserved. My question is about the future of your bunions. Right, so I think I mentioned in my speech and then at the press thing afterwards that my feet were killing me. I don't know there is a bunion. You've heard all this before. Anyway, what's Leslie's question? They are now famous after your NTA's award speech. Will you get them removed? As Jane named them. I don't think they are bunions. I don't know what a bunion is. So, for the last year or two, I can't remember, my big toe hurts. It sort of hurt, after tennis it hurts most. And I got these little spongy things because I thought it was just like a sore, the bit under your big toe, right? But the actual problem seems to be in the joint of the toe where I can't bend it up like the other one. The other one sort of does that, and this one goes to about there. I can bend it down. And then I had another explanation. It might be something else. I can't remember what it was. I wasn't listening. I haven't had it seen to. I never will. I never will. If things don't get better, if things aren't agony or life-threatening, I just live with them. You know what I mean? I'm going to die with a bad toe. But unless it means that they go, oh look, we're going to have to, if we don't amputate, it'll kill you, then not a problem. Well, it is a problem, it hurts a little bit, but not much. Anyway, I think one explanation is that, you know, like when you get a tap and you haven't put salt in the water and it sort of gets grit in it and it sort of grinds a little bit and you can't move it. It's like that with my toe. There's some sort of crystallised build-up. Probably urea, probably gout or something. I'm not a doctor and I won't see one. But if you are a doctor and any of this makes sense, just tell me what you think it is via Twitter. Yeah, no, I won't do anything. Daniel, did you honestly really not think you were going to win at the NTAs on Thursday? I didn't last time we won either. It seems like I shouldn't be still winning awards. That's the truth of it. And there's all these new programs, and that thing. Also, that thing doesn't feel like quite my demographic. It's very sort of young adult and mainstream, and mine's a weird sort of show. A comedy about a man who wants to commit suicide because his wife dies of cancer. That's so. I am surprised. I'm surprised that I'm still winning award. That's what they think. And then when you get there, you think, oh, you know, it was a big, broad occasion, and you just don't think you're gonna win. You hope you are. It's better to getting dressed up. You hope you're going to win. Yeah. At the Emmys, I don't think I'm going to win, and I'm right usually. I think 25 is some sort of record. I think someone told me 25 nominations for something like 6 different shows. And that's weird, isn't it? That's weird to keep getting nominated, and particularly to keep losing. I won a couple, which is good. So to answer your question, yeah, I was quite prepared to not win, but it was lovely, and it's all thanks to you guys. And then I remembered you lot just voting over and over again, probably with different email addresses. Also, I suppose we had a slight edge that, you know, there's not many shows that are shown all over the world, and I think you could vote. In fact, I know you could. I think people, you know, overseas were voting. So, yeah, thank you so much. Sharon Collins, I'm sat here watching Muppets Most Wanted. Oh yeah, it was on BBC One today. Which is your favourite Muppet and why? Constantine, the new kid on the block, the evil Russian frog. Fell in love with him straight away. I suppose it's because I've met him, I work with him. So, until that, it was probably Robin, because of Muppet Christmas Carol. But now, yeah, it's Constantine. I wish he was just around. Do you know what I mean? I'd love to get up and have him there going, where have you been? I've been waiting for you. I'd love to have a pet Russian frog. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Just a frog that could talk. I mean, it's probably irrelevant where he comes from. Chloe, after all the awards you've received, is it still exciting to win another, or would you rather go home with Pickle and let someone else win? Well, if I've turned up, I want to win, obviously. It's better to, you know what I mean? Just sit there and go, brilliant, oh, I'm so glad that twat won. Yeah, then you run away. We had a very quick drink in a little separate room. Remember when I was with the cast, people we went with, and then we got away with 1 minute before they all came out. We ran through the dressing rooms and into our car. So yeah, it was pretty perfect. Hanging around after with that's a nightmare. You regret it immediately. So it's just great to be home in my pajamas with the cat, having another little drink maybe. You're allowed a little drink. If you got home early, you go, oh, we're allowed another little drink, aren't we? Welsh Felix, what do you think about the dynamic between budgets, financial markets, politicians, and guilt? This currently seems quite mysterious and doom-laden, like an episode of Game of Thrones. I don't understand money. I don't understand politics. Although now it's sort of quite blatant, isn't it? People have shown themselves that politicians are sort of in it for themselves. Even 10 years ago, I think they used to lie a little bit. They used to pretend to care. But now they just go, oh, I was caught lying. Oh, let me off. And we go on then. It's our fault. We vote them in. This isn't a dictatorship. They all got in democratically. It's our fault. You can't moan about the government you voted in. Yeah, I don't get it. I think we forget that politics is their job, and they wanna do as well as they can. I mean, that should be what's best for the country, but it isn't always. Of course, it isn't. I don't understand money. I don't understand money. I don't know. I mean, it's done well, hasn't it, money? Someone invented money and said, look, that's like little bits of paper or coin, and they're worth a bunch of bananas. That's worth a loaf of bread. That's worth a pint of beer. And everyone went, yeah. I mean, it is the universally accepted virtual